Aaron
Yeah.
said that, like, did say, like, to not make goals too much, like, to get bogged down in goals too. So, how do you kind of define the difference? Is dream building more like on the personal side and what you need to do at work to get there versus making work goals? Or am I crazy did I imagine that
I
wrong?
think that people have always asked me the question, how do I be successful at doing this? And my answer to the question is it's the how is very easy. It's the why for most people that's the hard part because it takes effort, dedication, discipline, right? All of those things to be successful and to get the things that you're trying to get. It takes all of those things, and you have to have a motivation on the inside. There's two types of motivation in this world. So,
Fear.
I mean, there's two types of motivation. I'll say it this way: internal and external, right? Internal is like, I am driven to do this because I want this thing. I want to help this person. I want to be able to buy a house for my mom, a car for my mom. I want to pay her credit cards off. I want to, like, that's an internal motivation thing. You're trying to do something because it personally satisfies you. And external motivation is like, Ty, if you don't sell two houses before the end of November, you're fired. Like, that's an external motivation. Or you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
um, external motivation is, uh, we'll give you a couple of these. Bill collectors, right? They can be external motivators. Bills are external motivators. Um, what's the word I'm looking for?
Employer.
Quotas. Quotas are external, like you have a sales quota, right? Those are external motivators. Uh, and then internal motivators are um, helping people in your life. Like, who does it impact if Ty sells, you know, 50% more homes next year than he did this year? Who can you help in your life? Like, that becomes an internal motivator. Um, and a lot of times, internal motivation is like um, just wanting life to be better or easier or more enjoyable. There's the things in life make life more enjoyable, right? How was your vacation? Did that make your life more enjoyable this year?
Yeah. Always helps.
Yeah, you had a great time, right? You feel revived, refreshed.
Yeah.
Um, External motivators, we can most people are motivated by one of two things. I'll show you what these are. Uh, um, the avoidance of pain and the seeking of pleasure. And I can spell, I promise. Not the speaking, the
Speaking
seeking.
of pleasure.
The seeking of pleasure. Most people, their motivation comes from one of those two things. It's like the avoidance of pain is I do not want the repo man to repo my truck.
Right.
That is the
So like
avoidance of pain.
pain, aka stress.
Yes. And the avoidance of pain is I don't have enough money to pay my mortgage. I don't want to be homeless and out on the street. I don't want to move out of my nice house and into a crappy, janky little apartment. That's avoidance of pain kind of stuff.
Janky,
Uh,
that's a good word.
Seeking seeking of pleasure is like, I would like a nicer truck. I would like a new gun. I would like to go on this vacation. I would like to uh, buy a new sofa. I would like to get a new big screen TV. It's like those are seeking of pleasure items. So what I do, here's one way that you can think about this. I had somebody say this to me a bunch of years ago, and it really like made my brain go outside the box. You guys got a sheet of paper? Can you pull out a blank sheet of paper and a pen? Ty can. Brady, is that
You
possible
can.
for you?
Yep, it is. My handy dandy notebook.
All right, let me know when you're ready. I'm going to take you through an exercise that this guy took me through a bunch of years ago, and it like really made my brain tilt. All right, you
My
ready?
last my last note on here says when they go macro, you go micro.
Nice. I love it. It works,
I'm good.
doesn't it? All right, you ready? You
Shoot.
ready, Brady?
Yep.
Okay, so um let's pretend for a moment, we're going to use our imagination. Let's pretend for a moment that the ceiling opened up and God levitated down through your ceiling and said to you, Ty, Brady, whatever you write on that sheet of paper in the next 3 minutes that you would like to come to pass in your life, no matter how much it costs, no matter how big it is, no matter if I have to change the physics of the universe to bring this to pass. I don't care if it's hundreds of billions of dollars. I don't care if I have to, turn water into wine to make it happen. Whatever it is that you write down on that sheet of paper that you want or that you want to happen in your life, whatever you write on that sheet of paper in the next 3 minutes, I promise you I will bring it to pass in your lifetime. What would you write on that sheet of paper? I want you to take 3 minutes and go. Doesn't matter how much it costs. I want you to take off the limit on what you're asking for, in other words. It could be $100 million yacht in you know, in Bora Bora. Could be whatever. Could be a log cabin in the mountains, whatever it is. But if you don't write it down on the sheet of paper in the next 3 minutes, it's not going to happen. So you have to write it on the sheet of paper in this next 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Could be something you've always wanted to do for a family member. Could be a vehicle you always wanted. Could be a gift for Jordan Moore.
Hair.
Hair. Whoa. Keep writing. 2 minutes left.
Sorry,
2 minutes
Jordan.
left.
Hair like when he was in his band. That's what I said.
Nice. Could be something you want to do for one of your children. Could be something you want to do for your community. Could be something you want to do for people you've never even met or don't even know, but it's a people group that you want to be benevolent towards. But you got 1 minute and 10 seconds to finish that list. And if it's not on that list, God says he won't bring it to pass. So you got to write it down. Doesn't matter if it's the most expensive thing and it's beyond what you would ever spend on yourself because it's not going to be your money. In this exercise, God said he's going to bring it to pass no matter what, as long as you write it down. So you don't have to worry about what it costs. What would it be? You've got 30 seconds left.
How much do you think it costs to deport Zoran Mandami?
Mom Donnie.
Whatever his name is.
10 seconds. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, stop. Okay. So that was 3 minutes. Tell me the number of how many items you wrote down, Ty.
18.
18. That's actually really good. You're a dreamer, apparently, because most people can't get past 10. How many did you write down, Brady?
13.
You guys are good. Um,